Hello, Leo, and welcome to your Starstruck Tarot reading. We're going to pick 4 cards, and then we're going to pick clarifiers for every single one of those cards, just to get a full scope of what is going on for us. Watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full story. Watch your Venus sign for matters in love. Happy Sagittarius season, and here we go. Here we freaking go. All right. We're going to pick that first card. We're going to put these away. The Hanged Man. Interesting. You're in a point of stagnancy. You're at a point where you're just like, kind of like, where am I going from here? Where am I going from here? It doesn't necessarily have to be in life. It could be just like with some sort of action, some sort of like topic in your life. We have the Queen of Wands. I see you taking action very, very soon. Let's keep going. What is this? Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. It's going to be something that's very stable. Whatever this is, it's going to bring a lot of stability within your life. Okay, 10 of Swords. Ooh, interesting. Also going to be very healing. Also going to be very healing. How interesting. 2 tens. This is a nice, strong spread so far. Okay, we're going to put clarifiers on these. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay, interesting. Something has to you have to talk about something. And you're kind of like on the fence of whether you should talk about this. You're like, I don't know. Could this make or break something? I don't know. I don't know if I want to talk about this. It's been like something that you've been sitting with for a really long time. However, I think whatever this is that you need to talk about is really going to open a lot of opportunities. It's going to like pleasantly surprise you. Whoever you have this conversation with is going to pleasantly surprise you. Like all this action is going to happen all at once, and you're just going to be like so empowered by it. You're going to be like, holy shit, this is even better than I thought it was going to be. I've just been hanging here and thinking like, what if I talk about this? I don't really know. And then once you talk about it, it's like, oh yeah, all these things are falling into place. This is so amazing. We have the 3 of Pentacles here. This is something that you like really feel like you need to evaluate with, like all yourselves, you know, like, is this to my best interest to talk about this? Like, am I going to regret talking about this? I'm not really sure. It doesn't really seem like it's going to, so that is amazing. Queen of Wands, I feel like this conversation is going to open something, some type of new opportunity, something that you're going to take action in. You're going to be like pretty comfortable in it. It's going to bring like a lot of options, right? We have the wheel here. It's like, who knows where this is going to go, right? Where's the wheel going to turn? Like, who knows? But you don't care. You're like, oh my gosh, like this is better than I even thought it could have been. We have the Ace of Cups. This could be like a new opportunity in love even. And you're like, yeah, I'm confident with where this is going. This is great. Like, this is better than I even thought it could be. We have the Bodhi of Coins. This is something that is it's going to bring a lot of stability. You're like literally giving birth to something that is very stable here, right? We have the 9 of Wands and it's reverse. Okay, that's interesting. I feel like after this point of like, okay, I talked about this. Now all of these amazing things are happening. I think you think that you're going to just like skyrocket and everything's going to be like amazing. But with the 9 of Wands here reverse, it's like not everything is going to happen all at once. Like even though in the beginning it kind of seems that way, there's going to be a point where it's like you can't, if you start at a 10, where do you go from there? So my best advice is to not start at a 10. Okay? I don't know what this conversation is, but it's like, it seems like it's going to be really exciting and you're going to be like, whoop, here we are. We're talking about this. Great. We're at a 10. And then it's like, okay, now where do I go from here? I'm stuck up here. Where do I go? Where do I go from here? Right? So my best advice is don't start at a 10. Build up to that 10. Build up to that 10, right? 10 of Pentacles here. This is something that's going to be very sturdy. Something that's going to be very sturdy. Seeker of Wands. It's going to be very sturdy as long as you approach it from a beginning like aspect, right? As long as you take small bites. We have the Fool here reverse. Interesting. It's like you're not even, you literally want to start at the 10. You don't want to start at the Fool, where it's like, this is the beginning of the tarot journey. Here we go. We're jumping off the cliff and we're jumping off the cliff. There we go. And we're seeing where this is taking us. You don't even want to start at that. You're like, oh, we're already past that. We're going to go straight to the 10. We have this Sun reverse. I really feel like as long as you take things a little slow, like you can still have whatever this conversation is, but You got to take things slow. Otherwise, literally, you're going to burn out just as fast as you started. Okay? Just as fast as you started. We have the 10 of Swords here. I feel like this is also going to be something that is like really going to bring some type of closure to something that you've been healing with. 4 of Wands. It's really going to like complete something. It's going to help you see the bigger picture in things. Which, I mean, could just offer you stability in itself, right? With the 10 of Pentacles here. But it goes Ace to the 10, and then it gets into the Court cards, right? So, like, the 10 of Swords is a great card to get. Yeah, this is just going to be, like, really healing. This is going to close a chapter for you in some type of healing journey. I mean, healing is never over. Healing is not linear. But this is going to help you in something, right? We have the Goof of Pentacles. Great. This is just like, excuse me. This is just like starting something with this person, like being like, okay, here we freaking go. And I think also this is just like being transparent about like the things that are happening. You're like, oh my gosh, like this relationship is very substantial to me. It's causing me to grow in this one area of like my trauma. It's causing me to grow in this one area of my life that I could never put the last pin in, you know, and you are literally that, you've given me that pin to finish this chapter. And thank you. Like opening up that new way of being vulnerable with this person is going to be very beneficial to you. And it's going to help you both see the full picture. Okay, like be vulnerable is what I'm getting from that Goof of Pentacles there. Okay, so one more card. All right. Ooh, Goof of Cups and 10 of Wands. Okay, I think that, okay, so we have like this Goof of Pentacles and then we have the Goof of Cups. I really feel like this is just like being vulnerable, but you feel like it is a lot to be vulnerable. It's like it's like you might not feel like it's a lot to be vulnerable, but I think it's a lot for you to be vulnerable to this extent. Like maybe this is an extent that you're not used to being vulnerable in within relationships. Like maybe certain relationships you are, but like in these types of relationships, you're not really used to being this vulnerable to like this level. And so this just feels like a lot for you. It feels like a lot for you, but it's going to be so healing. It's going to be so much growth, right? It might seem like a lot, but it's really for the best. You're growing, okay? Sun in Sagittarius. Adventure. Stride out into new territory. Okay, oh yeah, we're reading from the Zodiac Moon. Okay. Sun in Sag. Sagittarius season. Hello. Okay. Happy Sag season. Adventure. Stride out into new territory. An adventure is on the cards. Long distance travel, a spiritual, educational, or legal matter will capture your attention. Broaden your mind with research and a more detailed understanding of the people you love. Be proactive and outgoing. Your generosity of spirit and your broad-mindedness are a credit to you. And your joviality will attract similarly minded and upbeat people. If you're in need of legal help, an optimistic approach to seeking expert advice will help you research options and delve into the true nature of your circumstances. Try a new approach if current matters are stuck in the legal quagmire. Likewise, with a relationship, the time is ripe for a fresh approach. Your life will follow where you place your attention, so ensure you remain positive. A relationship may be exhilarating and upbeat to begin with, but ensure that your enthusiasm doesn't override the reality of your circumstances. If distance or other roadblocks threaten a prospective partnership, find new ways to put the relationship on a more viable footing, or accept that this may not be the most suitable match, in which case it's important to stride out into new territories to meet someone new. This card can represent a new relationship that would teach you deeper truths about life. It can also represent a project or a particular learning curve in life and will broaden your horizons. Above all, this is a proactive and optimistic card that suggests you set goals, study, broaden your worldview, and deepen spiritual understanding, and are generally more outgoing. It can also be associated with sports, especially equestrian. If you asked a yes/no question, the answer is yes. Oh, hey Leo. Welcome to Sagittarius season. 5 minutes after the Sagittarius new moon, Jupiter went direct. Jupiter has been retrograde since July. Since July, it seemed like maybe things weren't as lucky. Now luck is on our side. There is so much Jupiter energy in the sky right now. Whatever you put on the back burner, it's time to move to the front burner and turn the heat all the way up, okay? Don't let the influences of others get in your way of your dreams and desires. Take me as I am, right? That Sagittarius season. Take me as I am. Eclipse season is over. This is literally the luckiest time that we're going to have until next year. The only hurdle that we have right now is that, oh brother, the only hurdle that we have right now is that Mars is still retrograde and will be until the beginning of next year. And so, you know, there's still going to be hurdles. Things are just going to be a little more difficult than they usually would be. But still luck is on our side for the first time in a while. So take advantage of that and, you know, just go for it. Like, Sagittarius season is the arrow, right? It's like, just go, go, go. Now's the freaking time. Okay, watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full scope. Watch your Venus for matters in love. I love you so much, Leo. I will see you again in another 2 weeks. XOXO.